Appropriate Expectations by Ricardo Ramirez. Our classroom expectations are follow the rules. We expect you to listen to your teachers. You keep our hands to ourselves, and we are kind to everybody. Our age group and teacher count, we have an integrated classroom with 16 students maximum per session, and our kids age range is 3 to 5 years old. We have three teachers in the classroom, which is one lead teacher and two teacher assistants. In the morning session, we have 9 typical students, we have 7 exceptional students, and we have a total of for a total of 16. And in the afternoon, we have 7 typical and 8 exceptional students for a total of 15 students per classroom or per session for that session. Our play routine and expectations during circle time, we expect everyone to pay attention to the teacher, keep our hands to ourselves. We don't interrupt the lesson. We be nice to everybody and be careful around your friends. You want to be aware of your spatial awareness there. Um, our sensory table, we share the table. We keep our hands to ourselves. Be nice to your neighbor. Only 4 people at a time at the table, and we don't throw rice. At the dramatic play, we share the toys in the kitchen. We clean up after when we're done. We play nice with our friends. Only 4 people allowed at the time. And dramatic play toys stay in the area. And for the blocks, we share the blocks. We do not destroy the blocks. We keep our hands to ourselves and we put the blocks away when we are done. Now, the age appropriateness of expectations, we have a goal of approaches to learning. Number 2, the child follows classroom rules and routines with increasing independence. Demonstrate awareness of classroom rules. Is able to follow these rules most of the time. Follows most classroom routines, such as putting away backpacks or entering the room or sitting on a rug after outside time. Respond to signals when transitioning from one activity to another. The second one would be the social and emotional. Number 2, the child engages in pro-social and cooperative behavior with adults. They use respectful language and greetings when they come in. They attend to an adult when asked. They follow adult guidelines and expectations for appropriate behavior, and ask or wait for adult permission before doing something when they are unsure. We keep our hands to ourselves. That goes along with the approaches to learning. Number 4, the child manages actions, words, and behavior with increased independence. Demonstrate control over the actions and words in response to a challenging situation, such as wanting to use the same materials as another child or frustration over not being able to climb to the top of a structure. This for us is mainly dealing with challenging situations that the exceptional students might give the typical students. They manage the behavior according to expectations, such as using quiet feet when asked or sitting on the rug during circle time, refrain from aggressive behavior towards others, and begin to understand consequences of behavior. This is very important when you have an integrated classroom. This is a very important role that you have to maintain, and the expectations that you have for your typical kids are a little bit more elevated than your exceptional students, because the exceptional students sometimes they can't control their emotions, but our typical students are really good about when somebody acts out or they get hit, they tell them to stop, and most of the time they would just walk away from them and go on to another area, which is what we've taught them to do. And we're kind to everybody. That is social and emotional. Number 3, the child engages in and maintains positive interactions and relationships with other children. Engages in and maintains positive interactions with other children, uses a variety of skills for entering social situations with other children, and takes turns in conversations with interactions with other children. They also develop friendships with 1 or 2 preferred other children. And oftentimes we do have our typical students who will go out of the way to help us with the exceptional students. If they see that one of them is acting out, they might go and take their hand and help them get into the line, or help us redirect them to doing something else if they are being dysregulated. So we see this Be Kind to Everybody really work in our classroom. The improvements that I would do, I think our expectations are appropriate for our appropriate for our students. What I would change would be to better accommodate our exceptional learners, would be to add these ideas into their ACC devices, which they use to help communicate with them. Um, if we could incorporate these expectations in there somehow, I feel that they would be able to grasp those concepts a lot better than with us just telling them. Um, Now, the communication of expectations, we have visual aids all throughout the classroom. If you see here, we have one for the outside, we have one for the calming down corner. We have a sheet that we use to aid in communication. We have our daily schedule that we post up so that they know the routines in case they forget. And we also have a safe body storybook, which we created in case some children get dysregulated. We can take them to the book and we can read it. And it's a sort of a mix and match book where they see an image that's displaying a behavior and they have to match it with the appropriate uh, block or answer that it goes into. So our communication efforts are a daily routine. We're constantly redirecting and explaining our expectations and behaviors to all the children, including the exceptional ones. Um, we use visual aids, as I said, they're located throughout the classroom. Also have lanyards with the picture representations of expectations that we carry around with us. And we also have storybooks and read storybooks and videos that reiterate our classroom standards. I have also tailored a specific uh, book for a child who has experiences challenging behaviors, and when he gets dysregulated, I'll take him over to the calming corner, or we'll actually read the book about him. And this is him in the picture in the light blue shirt, and this is a page out of his book. And we keep one of the copies in the classroom, and we also gave his parents a copy so they can take it home, and so they work with him at home whenever he becomes dysregulated at home as well. Culture and family values alignment. Our class is extremely diverse in that we enroll children from a local Air Force base. We get kids from all over the country, all over the world, really. And we are also an integrated classroom. Um, I would communicate with the parents during the initial classroom enrollment about setting the proper expectations for their children. I would also give parents a handout on proper snack food, arrival behaviors, backpack checks, and things like that to help them become a little bit more involved. One of the things that I would stress is that if their children can walk, especially if they are exceptional, then they should make them walk into the classroom, even though it might take them a little bit longer to get into the classroom. I feel that that is an important step that they need to take to show the child that in this environment, they need to be more independent and rely on themselves more than the adults, because that's our goal, is to help them become um, more prepared individuals for the later grades, such as kindergarten, first grade, where they're going to be expected to have a certain amount of independence. And I would also give a monthly checkup with the family about their kids and any expectations that the parents might have that have come up throughout that time. That would be a good time for them to talk to us about it. Okay, and this is my plan. I hope you guys liked it.